want to take you live to New York City, where FBI Director James Comey is speaking at the New York Police Department's SHIELD conference. He's talking about the difference between ISIS and al-Qaeda and the threat that they pose. Let's listen in.
If someone steals them, I don't want them to be able to read them. I am a huge fan of strong encryption. We need safety and security on the internet. I am also a very big fan, as everybody in this room is, of public safety. Those two values, those two things we hold dear, are crashing into each other. Right? And we see that no more clearly than in the threat that ISIL poses to us, where the use of encryption is crashing into our need to achieve public safety. There is not an easy answer to this. The good news is, I think in the last year, thanks to Commissioner Bratton, to District Attorney Vance, and a whole lot of other people lending their voices to this, the temperature in this conversation has come down. People in the tech sector and in government and in the media realize that we are not at war with each other. Wars are fought between people who don't share values. We share the same values. Everybody cares about public safety and about security on the internet. And everybody, I think, now realizes we have a collision. Democracies talk about such collisions and work to find ways to resolve them. So the piece of good news that I offer you from the last year of talking about this is, I think the temperature has come down, and we recognize we are all Americans trying to keep people safe, but we have a problem. That's the first piece. The second piece is, from a whole lot of conversations with tech companies and with experts, I have become convinced this is actually not a technical problem. Lots of people have written about how we're going to destroy the internet if we find a way to allow judicial orders to be complied with by tech companies, by internet service providers, by device makers. I'm actually of the view, after a year of talking about this, that that's not the thing. Right? We are not going to break the internet. We are not going to jeopardize people's security by finding a way. And one of the reasons I know this is there are plenty of tech companies today, when a judge's search warrant is served on them, where a judge's order to intercept communications is served on them, they comply with it. Right? And they still provide secure services to their companies because their business model allows them to comply with judges' orders. There are lots of other companies that have designed their business models in a way where they say, we can't comply. But I actually don't think it's a technical problem. I think it's a business problem. Now, that doesn't solve it, but at least I think that gets us focused on that which matters, which is figuring out, are there ways for people who care about the same values to change business model so that we can maximize both values?